Hi, I thought I'd do a little exercise and have a look online to see how much Latin audio generally costs. Somebody left a remark on Latinum, and I hadn't really looked at it before, despite being somebody who makes lots of Latin audio. And I made a little chart. So let's have a look and see where we are. Le Latin sans peine, which admittedly comes with a book, is 3 audio CDs. Each audio CD is about 80 minutes. And that's $195, and that's from Asemil, and you can buy that on Amazon. The Lingua Latina Chapter 1 to 10, Familia Romana, that's 1 audio CD, so that's about 80 minutes of audio, $24. Rosetta Stone Level 1, which admittedly is CDs plus a DVD, $159. I think I've got a pound sign in there, should be dollars. And then the level 1 to 3 is $379. So that's quite an expensive thing. Let's look at some things that are comparable to what I produce for Latinum. The Introduction to the Latin Language, which is an old recording, so it's Smithsonian Folkways. 1 audio CD, which is 80 minutes, that's $19. Carpe Diem, Harry Mount's audio CD, 1 CD, 80 minutes again, $15.99. And then we have some stuff that's sort of along the lines of what I do as well. Readings of various things. Steve Deitz's Latin pronunciation and reading, 1 hour 50 minutes, that's $15. Latin for the New Millennium Audio, Level 1, $27. Deitz recital of classical Latin oratory and poetry, 43 minutes 10 seconds, that's $15. And then we get to the material I'm producing. Caesar the British War, that's selections from 3 different books of Caesar, plus the English-Latin translation. 5 hours 19 minutes, $12.99. Nutting's Latin Reader, 4 hours 23 minutes, also $12.99. So basically anything that's above a certain length at Latinum, $12.99. Canon Beginning Caesar, 2 hours 16 minutes, so that's $5. Ora Maritima, a Latin story for beginners, 1 hour 3 minutes, so I've priced that at $5. De Uge Latin course, it's a complete Latin course in English and Latin. It's a reading of the entire book, plus paradigms, etc. 13 hours 11 minutes for $12.99. Underwood, also a complete audio book, 11 hours 4 minutes, $12.99. The Corderius Colloquia, 9 hours 40 minutes for $12.99. Comenius's Vestibulum, it's 2 hours and 51 minutes of audio, so that's $8. And the Child's First Latin Book, that's only 1 hour 49 minutes, so $5. So that's price comparison. All of the Adler material, despite its length, because to get through the whole course would be quite expensive, I've priced at $5 per unit. Each unit is about 9 lessons. Part 1, 9 hours 21 minutes. Part 2, 14 hours, 17 hours, 22 hours, 16 hours. There's a lot of Latin there. Quite a lot of English too, and lots of material to help you learn. So the Adler material, I think, is priced extremely reasonably, and I think I'm competitive with what's available. There isn't an enormous amount of Latin audio available because it's not a general focus for Latin education. However, I believe it's extremely important to go over texts again and again and again, and the best way to do this is by listening to them, as our primary language processing stuff in our brains is auditory. We listen. Little children, when they're learning a new language, they spend months and months listening before they open their mouths and say anything. We have all this neural stuff going on in our brains, and primarily it requires large amounts of input, comprehensible input, and Latinum tries to provide as much of it as possible. That's that. Anyway, this little thing this table is on the latinum.org.uk, and you can find it there at the very bottom of the page, price check, or the link to it somewhere else as well. Bye.